Hey there, and welcome back to the Train of Thought, an educational monster train series where we address the next steps for this content. Yeah, this is a content update, so nothing too crazy here, but I essentially think that I'm going to be turning this Train of Thought series into just an educational series where I'm playing normal runs. Just random game created challenges. I'm not going to be doing anything fancy, I'm just going to be doing standard stuff. The other part of this, of course, the Cursed Seeds element will continue. I've been getting an excellent number of submissions for that content, and that's been great. So I have a good backlog of things to work on there. I feel like I'll get sufficiently crazy and doomed runs out of that, so that should be fun. But yeah, so for a little while at least, I'm going to be playing with no content mods enabled here. And if we go into the standard run, that means we're continuing my 75 Divine Victory win streak. So, in case you're unaware, basically I have, since the DLC released, I have drummed up this 75 win streak with the following rule set in mind. It is rotating random, so essentially you play all 12 champions in a row, which means that you're forced to play everything at least once. I think this is superior to random because it means you're not going to see the same champion in multiple runs in a back-to-back. I mean, I think if you ran into Little Fade on repeat, you could have a streak that is just silly. So that is something I want to avoid. I also think it's important to be sharp with every champion, know how to win everything. It doesn't really show mastery if you can't, in my opinion. So I want to do and continue this rotating random. Obviously, secondary random means that we'll see kind of whatever the game gives us. I think it's a fine diversity that you see there, and it's a good rule set. I will also be playing with no restarts whatsoever. If I lose, I lose. If I make a mistake and I do something stupid, I better be able to count for it, or it's over. This is also requiring divine victories. Now, in case you're not sure, a divine victory, as you can see down here in the logbook, requires you defeat the divinity, the optional boss. Sadly, the game does not track win streaks separately for killing Seraph under 100 shards and killing the divinity over 100 shards. So, some people may have bigger numbers than these, but they're not respecting the divine victory rules. And honestly, I don't think there's a big enough group of people pushing for this right now that there's a lot in terms of competition. Certainly, I'm not trying to be the world record, whatever it happens to be. I'm sure people have bigger numbers than this, so it's not that impressive. But regardless, that's my plan. So to summarize it, it's going to be, I'm going to push this number up, and it's going to be C25 Divine Victories with rotating random rule sets. My hope is that I push this up to a 100-0 win streak. I'd like to reach triple digits. Once I get to that point, I think what I'm going to do is turn on the Stoker deck editor just to block win streaks. Because playing with the win streak, I'm not a very competitive person. I'm not sure if you knew that, but you do now. I'm not particularly competitive, which means that it's very stressful for me to try to push a number up like that. The risk of loss is significantly higher, especially since I'm recording these, so it kind of changes the pace a little bit. So I'm liable to spend way more time overthinking things while my win streak is active. And I don't think that's going to make for great content, but I do think people were requesting this. They wanted to see me, oh yeah, push the win streak a little bit. Okay, so fine. I will do that. I'll do 25 runs. And if I win them all, then we'll go off of my 100-0 win streak and do something fun by just, turning this on and playing normal stuff. That does mean, if we go into the logbook, that we will do... It's kind of a weird number, right? There's 12 champions, so I can do 2 full rotations and then end on the prince, so I get to play the prince twice, or 3 times rather. Fair enough. It is what it is, I think. And that'll just be okay. So yeah, that should be fine. Yeah, cool. Alright, so without any further delay, let's hop in We are technically on a 31-0 win streak in this series right now already, so I've recorded 31 episodes of this and won them all. The last one was we started with Bog Deep Cocoon, that was it, yes, so it was the final episode of the Rare Unit Saga, and the game gave me truly everything I could have asked for. Yeah, it just gave me everything, and then Marsh Lord helped a lot too, and it was an excellent demonstration of how you get there with Bog Deep Cocoon, which is great news. I'm glad I did not have to infuse it away, because, you know, its infusion is really good. So yeah, I think that's everything I need to say. And, you know, actually, there is one more thing. YouTube keeps telling me that I should tell folks to like, comment, and subscribe. So I think I'm going to work that into my routine here, because I'm not too hard on growth right now, but I am getting more views on my videos than I have subscribers, and so YouTube keeps telling me, hey, you should say something about that. Alright, YouTube, fine. I do not want to fall into obscurity or something. And you know what? It would be nice to actually have some kind of growth like that, so why not? We'll keep that going. So you can expect me to actually say that sort of stuff going forward. So, yeah, I think that's everything I've got for you today. So let's begin. We have Prince Random 2575 win streak continuing on. All right, hope you're all doing well today. I'm feeling okay. Nothing particularly crazy on my side. The rain has been a little wacky for me, which means that I don't know. I don't think I'm going to lose power, but because it's not thunderstorming at least, but it has been a little intense. But anyway, let's dig in. We are default Hellhorned with default Umbra. We have Plating Sealed Daedalus, Rage Arcus, and Sap Seraph with Vent, Perils of Production, and Impish Scholar. It's a fine start. I don't like Shade Splitter, but it's fine. I think it is fine. Impish Scholar can do some silly things, but right now it does absolutely nothing, so there's that. Vent is a decent starter. It's good to hit that early. I can get a holdover on this. I do have some competition for holdover in the Perils and Vent, so we'll have to see. Let's see, Hellhorn Banner is on the Merchant of Magic side, so I'll probably go that way. I will probably avoid an Umbra line, if at all possible. I say that, but then they give me the Abandoned Antumbra. It's a tough choice. Vapor Funnel is exceptional, because it means I can just leak things. What is this? This is Divine Boons. Oh, no Temple before Talos. Or Daedalus, rather. Wow, but then 5 temples at the end? That's kind of crazy. So, okay. I'm probably not taking the Ring 1 money. I'll take it on Ring 2 if I need it, especially if I'm only going to the magic shop, but we'll need to make sure we have things to upgrade. So holdover alone is usually not something I'm happy to be funneling into. I think Abandoned Antumbra is going to be really good no matter what. It's a chump blocker, it's exceptional, and while Vapor Funnel is really good, I have pings in my starter, so I should be able to knock out backlines. And this would be different if I had a Divine Horde here, right? If I had the artifact, I could take Vapor Funnel and then just leak the 9-2 entirely. But I think Abandoned Antumbra opens up more lines and is generally more interesting to me. I am pretty much forced to see an Umbra banner somewhere along the way, so we'll take the Abandoned Antumbra here. What do we get? Reaper Wrathful. I will never click on Reaper here, so it's just going to be Wrathful, and it will be fine. I don't need this money because I see it on Ring 2, so we move on. Let's see. Unit Draft. I will take damage for a unit draft. Absolutely. And that's okay. I'm fine with this. This is a case where Vapor Funnel would have been far superior, but I think Abandoned Antumbra will do more work for us over the course of this run. It already saves us Ember Drain, and I can do... both vents on this turn is tough, though, huh? I should probably play that Train Steward behind while I don't have to worry about Ember Drain. I want to get him... I want to make sure he's under what is this, 40 at least, so I take 6 at most. Both vents on this turn is very bad. It means I don't have any answers for the, was it 11 health backline? So I'm just taking that 11 no matter what. I could put this trains through it. I think I should. And we'll just take the vent. There's no reason to play the Impish Scholar here. Yeah, I would like money. That's an excellent magma morsel. Thank you. Take money here. So that puts him at 21, 26 damage. I need to do an additional 5 damage to this guy in order to avoid taking too much. So we play a Train Steward here. Cool, 41 plus 26 puts him at... That's 31 damage. He has 46, so that's 15. He heals by 5, so we go up and we're fine. So I'm going to now... If I hit this thing... 21, I could self-ping for 4s here. I think I'm going to actually just work on this fellow a little bit. If I can get him by some miracle, then it's fine. Damage shield. Perils is a little interesting. What should I open up here? I think I want to play... It's always Train Steward somewhere. Let's open up the Shade Splitter, see if I get anything better. Okay, damage is better here, for sure. Now that means he has, what is this? 13 life at this point? He's 41, 28, yeah, that's 13. So, I don't think I ever get the kill. 6. And then... Let's see, so 6 and 4 is 10. Well, he's actually... Hold up. He's actually taking more than this, right? He's taking... Let's see. So if he's taking 21, 24, 29... Oh, but he attacks into me, which is 4 damage. So I'm taking... It's 25, 28, 33. So he's taking... of course, it's 28 plus 5, duh. So he's taking 33. If I do 6 here and the self-ping, we actually kill him. That's kind of fun. I think that's correct. And I could Perils on Prince. Or I can Perils here and get it. I think I'll do that. Yeah, great job. Cool. I'll just play this morsel on bottom. Yeah, we actually prevent the 3 damage here, which is cool. Okay, now can I do it again, is the real question. Answer, decidedly not. He's taking, well, he's pretty close, right? Yeah, look, he's taking 43, he has 45. So what you should do here is fish for a damage morsel. Because I can self-ping here and get that kill, for sure. So now it's just a question of, shame. Okay, nothing good. We do get it at least, but it is what it is. No, nothing good there. I'll take the damage shield, though, because that will carry into the fight there. Yeah. I guess I'll just feed some morsels to this fellow, too, sure. Well, it's only 5 damage. Which is pretty good, actually. Better than I was expected. I guess we'll look at all the morsels, see if we get anything fun. Take damage, sure. Let's see, he does not have trample, so I can actually sneak in some numbers here by doing this. I'll take 19, sure. We should be okay. Right. Lifesteal Morsel is exceptional here. Yeah, it saves the day. Great job. It was close. Yeah, that was pretty close, but it's okay. We're fine. Yeah, pretty tough. That lifesteal did a lot of work. We would have taken another 10, which is not great, but fine. I will take Welder Helper. It's just excellent here. I have the Prince who wants it. Sure, why not? Opens up some good lines. This is Temperant. I'm a little inclined away from morsels here. I don't see packed morsels doing it for me. Prismal Dust is annoying because of the interaction with Revenge. Immortal Trade is a good card, but I already took armor, so I don't think so. It's kind of interesting. I mean, packed morsels are good in the most direct sense. It's a good card. I just don't see myself going to this Umbra banner. I'm gonna look at the Merchant of Magic. The unfortunate thing is I have nothing I really want to do anything with. What could this Umbra banner show me that would be good? Morsel Maid? And that's actually it. Right? I don't want any of the other rares. Overgorger, no thanks. And then Alloyed Construct, can't play in the back. Yeah, there's basically nothing else I want. I mean, Shadow Siege, but what the hell? None of these other ones are good. I mean, Morsel Maker would be fine. I will probably go to this Merchant of Steel on Ring 3 at least. That's good. Maybe I see Endless, maybe I see Multi-Strike for whatever I see from the Hellhorned banner, and it should be okay. I think Immortal Trait is fine in an absolute desperation play. It's hard to say no to this card. Sure, I think it's too good to skip. What do we get here? Yeah, Horned Warrior? Sure, buddy. I like Horned Warrior. Great job. Okay. With Horned Warrior being functional, I don't technically have to go to the Merchant of Magic. A holdover is exceptional. But there are a lot of pieces I'm missing, and there are 2 steel shops here. An Endless would be excellent for Welder Helper. And what? And a Multi-Strike, I guess, would be fine for Horned Warrior. Sure, man. We'll go to the right. I think it's actually fine with that hit. Yeah, Endless here is just peachy. Endless Welder Helper is good, as it turns out. Let's see, what's in the banner? Overgorger. Yeah, I mean, they show me Overgorger, and I just don't want him. Gorge +1 permanently? No, I don't see this as a good line here. How do I protect it? Endless Welder Helper takes up space. I do have Abandoned Antumbra. Should I take this thing? Ugh. I don't want to play Overgorger. I do have a really good lineup for it. What infusion would I give it at this point? Is this winning even? Should I take this? I think I should take this. It's a little annoying. I don't like it because it's not what I wanted. And I don't think it's particularly great. I can feed this thing. It does something. I think it's good enough with the Abandoned Antumbra, which is annoying, but fine. There's a world where eventually I take space and put it behind the Prince. The problem is the Prince is not a good tank. I will take this money, by the way. We'll take the money. I don't need the +25 here. I'm not terribly worried. Prince solos the sweep combat. Fortunately, Prince is very good early game at least, but yeah. Spikes. It's a little scary with the Horned Warrior here. Kills Overgorger. I should not take this. Fine. Oh, what do we have? Okay, so it's... Well, truly, I think it's fine to just do this, right? Yeah. Fair. Fair, okay. Yeah, we can play this fellow, this fellow. I can take perils into this morsel up top, which gives me another morsel, of course. And then I just accept this curse and vent for money because I skipped the trial. Fine. I guess I should feed this fellow, huh? Can vent this out, it's not a problem. Immortal Trade guarantees I win this, by the way, so we're going to do that. I'm going to play the Immortal Trade. Yeah, I mean, he wins. Cool. Yeah, he does fine. Great job. Go team. Now show me something good. Okay, we do not see Rage Imp, which would be exceptional here. I don't want another vent. Another Welder Helper seems unnecessary here. The Self-Infuse... It does protect. It does protect. But then it becomes really hard to kill it. I really wish it didn't have armor 10, man. It's really rough. It's really rough. I don't like that. I don't want to fortify, I don't think. Nah, I'll skip this, I think. It's fine. Space Prism is good, but now I have this Overgorger. Am I actually going to lean into this thing? Maybe. If I'm going to lean into it, I should take the Pact Morsels and not the Space Prism. I do want both of these, though. I think the Pact Morsels is going to be more important, though. Lets me do a lot of things with that. And now we'll go left. See what we see. Another Endless 25 and 10. These are all terrible. Collector and Shadow Eater. Gross. I absolutely hate Umbra. Oh boy, it's bad. Alright. I'll reroll this, I think. Alright, Quick is better into Overgorger. Am I leaning into this thing, really? Let's look at the Horde. I do want to open this. Okay. Mindjax is really good. Really good here. It solves space. I have 6 on middle now. That does mean that I could do Prince in front of an Overgorger on the Divinity, which is great news. And I can just avoid doing any shenanigans now. It will be Mindjax. I don't need Advanced Prototype. I think I'm okay. In that case, I think Quick on this Overgorger is worth it. And I'll give a +10 to Horned Warrior. He's gonna do just fine, I think. Yeah. Take the Caverns now. Oh, Minor Refraction Overgorger? Okay. Well, I didn't hit the multi-strike, but we at least got Quick on him. Wow, okay. I mean, this is pretty good. This is pretty solid. I'll take that. Yeah, fair enough. Okay. Cool, we have a little friend. So now I didn't even need Mindjax, but whatever. It'll at least be good for now. Oh, interesting. We see Foot Soldier here, huh? Alright, we're gonna play Prince Middle here. I will feed him this morsel, and I'm gonna take the vent for 2. This means if I draw a torch, I don't have to worry about this stupid Foot Soldier killing me. Yikes, that's a lot of damage. Yeah, but see, we just draw the torch, and it's free. Oh, he's so tiny. It's kind of funny. Take this. And the order here is ping off the explosive bomb thing, and then we do this, and it swings this completely around. Very cool. Quick. Let's crack the Packed Morsels. We clear out this, which is great news. I can put Welder Helper in the back to ping out that Discipled Foot Soldier. Huh. I don't really mind. I just want to feed him all 4 of these, right? Let's open the Shade Splitter. Maybe there's a... Yeah, there's not what I was looking for. I was looking for a lifesteal morsel. I want him to eat the good ones. I don't think having him tank... I'd rather feed him, truly. We'll feed this fellow too. Sure, why not? It's fine. Well, we clear the floor there, which is pretty solid. Let's see, I can now do Perils of Production here to ping it out. Oh. The Impish Scholar brings back packed morsels, huh? Well, that's pretty good. With this much space on the floor, Overgorger is pretty decent, huh? And we'll just feed 2 into Prince here. That's fine. Cool. Overgorger will chow down. Gross. Only 7. Oh, because of the sleigh, right. He pops that. That's cool. Yeah, interesting. So this is what, 2, 7, 10, 17 coming in? I mean, I should still do this and to ping it out. And then what? This tanks a whole bunch. He still swings 31 and kills this front guy. Yeah, I don't mind if he loses the rage. Cool, fine. Cool. Great news. Alright. Take as many morsels as I can reasonably get here. I mean, we're gonna win on this floor at this rate. Yeah, we win on this floor at this rate, which is nice. Now, the 2 hits here gets me 41 attack, which is important, so he actually kills something. If I torch this, I actually lose the sleigh on Prince, which is kind of funny. Get him, bud. Yeah, interesting. Alright, I mean, I think we win on this turn, right? Yeah, we do. We get 2 more eats, though. He's doing pretty alright. Nothing amazing, but he's doing fine. Yeah, cool. Alright, thanks, Prince. Seems good. Yeah, this is one of the nice things about Wrathful Prince. You have a line like this, and it just kind of makes sense for the early game without too much concern. Wretch is really strong. Furnace Tap. And Shroud Mitosis. I think Wretch will betray me. Shroud Mitosis is always active because of Abandoned Antumbra, though. Furnace Tap is good, question mark. But it causes problems. I would like Furnace Tap and Shroud Mitosis here, but if I only pick one, the early Shroud Mitosis is stronger, so I will take it. What do we get? Morsel Master, Rail Beater. I could do... interesting. What options do I have? I'm always going to the right here. The dupe removals are good. What would I dupe? Probably Shroud Mitosis. I could put Impish Scholar into my Welder Helper, right? And then that is just bring back Packed Morsels every single turn, which is pretty cool. That is a lot of morsels, wow. There's also the line with Rail Beater infused with Horned Warrior here. Pretty good, but I don't have any rage scaling whatsoever. So I think that's pretty much dead on arrival. The Morsel Master infusion is quote-unquote fine into Overgorger. It's okay. I already generated enough morsels. I don't think I need that again. There's a Hellhorned banner, right? So what can I really see here? Not much. Too bad Crucible Collector's infusion is really bad for something like Overgorger. Is my endgame floor just something like Prince with three Overgorgers behind it or something, two Overgorgers, and that's essentially multi-strike, I guess. It's a little strange. It's pretty strange, actually, right? That's very strange. What would I dupe in that case? What would I dupe in that case, huh? Definitely, I think Shroud Mitosis. You can get some bonkers turns with that. I don't know if these units do anything for me. I think Horned Warrior is going to be just fine for now, but he will fall off a cliff because I have seen 0 rage cards on this run, other than, I suppose, Perils of Production. Looking for a holdover might be really valuable, though, right? Lose the Hellvent? What would I like I said, what would I Hellvent? The answer is not much, just Shroud Mitosis. I need to do something with an infusion. I think it might be the Welder Helper with the Scholar. Certainly functional. It is functional. None of these are really good for what I'm looking for. I could dupe self-infuse the Overgorger. That's actually pretty good, huh? I should probably do that, especially since I'm leaning into it and it doesn't make him bigger. It does give him 10 life as well. That's probably it, actually. I think I'm going to skip these. I don't need space. Ember is okay. I'm not spending a ton of Ember, though, right? And I do have random Perils of Production in here as well. I think I can reasonably take draw here. Just see my cards faster and then decide later. I will dupe self-infuse Overgorger here. Yeah, fair. What you got? Steelworker? That's solid. I was hoping for maybe Branded Warrior here. This is interesting, though, right? The Steelworker infusion into Overgorger means that in the ultimate floor with 2 of these behind Prince. Is that enough hits to even win? I don't think it is. I don't think that's actually strong enough to win. It is a lot of survivability, though, when I dupe this thing. What does that floor look like? Prince, 2 Overgorgers, Imp. That's 3. It's only 5 space. I could fit another space on there. I could take space again and then play the Horned Warrior, but the Horned Warrior's not doing anything. He does 50 damage. That's not enough to solve anything. The HP here is respectable. It offsets Prince's problems. Well, I do have the Welder Helper still. I think I need to self-infuse the Overgorger to have a reasonable chance of getting a high enough level of damage. Yeah, I think I do. In which case I skip this. We remove 2 Train Stewards. They're in my way right now. They don't provide any value. I have missed every magic shop. I'm going to this one for sure, and these 2. What you got for me in the temple? Spell Chain and 10 in Piercing. Spell Chain, Perils of Production. I could Spell Chain the Shroud Mitosis. I think it's definitely the self-infuse here, though. It's a good opportunity to do it. Yeah. It is a good opportunity to do it. Yeah, big gorging, a lot more HP for a lot of value here. That's fine. I'm going to hold out on these. I realize there is Spell Chain Perils, but without the holdover, there was probably a holdover in one of these 2 magic shops. I could imagine a much different run if I had gone that way, but I guess we'll never know. Brawler is probably correct. I'm already worried about having enough hits on my floor. It gives him 10 extra HP out of the gate, which is good, and it makes his rage twice as effective. So it's essentially like he's getting rage 4. The only thing he loses is the 15 armor as opposed to the 10. But we have Welder Helper to help with that. Yeah, I'll take Brawler. This helps with something. If I see rage scaling later, I'm okay. Yeah, alright, fine. Multi-strike. Ah, great, I can't use my 2-floor setup. Excellent news. We skipped this. This is horrifying. Yeah, I can't use my 2-floor setup at all. Right. It's a lot of Ember to spend, huh? It's always over Gorger up top. I have to do that. And then Prince bottom. I want to play the vent, but I can't. I have to play... What is this? 19 coming in? I have to play Welder Helper. It's tough, right? I have to play Welder Helper. There's just no way. Yeah, unfortunate. Okay, that's problematic. Yeah, we're gonna take some damage here for sure. Let's crack the Pact Morsel, see what we get. A lot of those, huh? Yeah, okay, Horned Warrior in play on bottom, I think is necessary. Cleans up a little bit here. I will play Train Steward middle, if it does something. I could stop 9, or I can stop 10 to the Pyre. I'm almost always playing Shroud Mitosis here. It's going to be incredible value. It's unfortunate I didn't see a single morsel that does damage, and rolling the Shade Splitter for it I think is absolutely incorrect. Yeah, so we're going to eat a ton of damage here, and I have to decide what matters more. The 9 on Overgorger or the 10 on the Pyre, and it's almost definitely the 10 on the Pyre, right? Yeah. Yep. Let's see. Creates 3 copies. That will be enough. Sure, that's good. Feed this fellow something. Yeah, fine. Alright, we take 19. Shame. It's a big number. Alright, I need to kill Welder Helper. Big time. So we'll play Perils on it, and then I will ping it out, crack both Shade Splitters. One that does damage is good. Cleans up the floor. Beat everything up here now. And I'm going to ping Haste out, I think. It's good. I would like... We have 2 Rubble Morsels, so I'm going to give Prince Immortal Trade, which I think is going to be helpful. He does some work from that. Right. This Clip Defender getting upgraded is a problem. I realize I kind of clustered the floors a little bit without a ping in sight. Very unfortunate, huh? Welder Helper kills himself, which is actually pretty darn good, huh? Yeah, that's cool. He totally does. This is what, 140? Hold up. Perils of Production, we kill the front line? Wow. Talk about an unbelievable roll. Yeah, talk about an unbelievable roll. I never kill this. Just don't play the Train Steward out. That's pretty good. Killing that dude is solid. Right. I can torch to save 1. What Shade Splitter do you give me? Well, we're playing them all. Fine. There's nothing I could do, really. I'm going to take another whopping amount. I suppose I would rather prepare Prince for the inevitable here, and then Vent is just better than Torch, I suppose. Fair enough. I didn't need any HP anyways. Okay. The spikes is a bit annoying here, right? would like to delay turns, I suppose. So let's torch this fellow. Ah, yes, actually, it is vent on bottom for 1, but we'll take the Impish Scholar here for packed morsels. That's good. He is getting to a respectable number, which I appreciate. I suppose I should just... why not? Take the 1 Ember next turn, and I will just do this. It's fine. Okay. I'm pretty confident we get there with Overgorger. This works out in my favor because it gives me more time to hit some excellent stuff here. Yeah, we're super fine. Can even give him armor here, which is pretty funny. I'll take it, man. Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take damage shield, I suppose. I mean, he has lifesteal. He's gonna win this for sure. There's no way he doesn't. So I'll just give him big HP. Cool. Seems good to me. What's coming up? We have a Perils of Production coming up. Fun. I can take this then. Alright, we're guaranteed to win. It's just a matter of maximizing morsels. Cool. Sadly, these things kill themselves, huh? Because they attack, which is really stupid. I could put one in front and Welder Helper it. What do you got in Shade Splitter, huh? They all attack. Ugh. Yeah, okay, so watch this. We do something silly. I'm gonna give armor to the morsel so he eats it. Ugh. Porcupine punishing me. It's fine. It's fine. What's he up to? 115 is pretty good. We took 1,000,000 damage though, sadly. Important work is really strong. Sure is. Void binding? I should probably click this. Yeah. I don't have it yet, but I might. I don't need a Merchant of Steel for anything. He's full up. So we're going to go to the right and grab some Pyre Health and take a dupe into... What? Honestly, I might just dupe the Overgorger right now. Where are my dupes on this run? Okay, there's one on ring 7 and one on ring 8. I mean, because he is a 115-25. It is just better than Horned Warrior at this point. Just really silly. I don't need anything on the left, and I need to watch my HP. Yeah, Merchant of Steel does nothing. We'll go to the right, fine. Let's look in the caverns real quick before I do anything. Spikes. Hellhorned spike. Woken's Rail spike. I don't really want that. That's interesting. I think infusing Impish Scholar into Welder Helper is a good line here. I don't foresee these spikes doing anything for me, though, really. I mean, Woken's Rail Spike is fine, but we'll skip this, I think. I don't really want one of these. Do I? Yeah, I don't really want one of these. It clutters the Scholar pool, I think. Let's look in the temple here. -2, huh? No, Purge, no. I want to stay low on shards here. I'm a little concerned. It is potentially, realistically, a dupe here. Take 15 here, get 45 shards just from duping Overgorger 3 times at different stages of the game. Huh. It's kind of interesting. He's going to lose a lot of value if I dupe him now. He gets 2 whole combats, but I need to make sure I don't lose. That was a haste combat, but I am still a little concerned. This is very powerful, at least. I think this is worthwhile, right? Yeah, I'm going to do that. And now the real question is, do I go to 80 here? How strong am I? Not very, I don't think. Let's chill at 65. I'll do the infusion next floor. Yeah. What is this, Harpy? Spell Shield Harvesters. I think I can actually take this. Harvesters are okay, depending on the upgrades I get. A little ballsy, perhaps, but I think we're going to be fine with the Prince line here. We'll put 1 on top, of course. The rest of these cards do actually nothing for me. Could buff a morsel, I suppose. I don't want to play anything out here. Yeah, fair enough. Okay. Yeah, so the other Overgorger goes in the middle here. I will crack the packed morsels, play everything up top. Good. We clear these, he'll clear that, so I'm going to put 2 into Fellow. Get my money out of it. It's a wash on this fellow, because he gets a slay. Very cool. There's a lot of damage, but it's fine. I see a perils here, which is good. Do it up top. Yeah, fun. Perils is good. I want to play Horned Warrior 100%. How much damage am I taking? 6 and 30? So I put Welder Helper in front. He tanks that, and then we clear the floor. Yeah, great news. Yeah, because the Overgorger bites and chomps it open. Cool. That looks really powerful, actually. I'm gonna hang out the spell shield on bottom in case it's valuable. Yeah, okay, duping the Overgorger now, kind of popping off, actually. Need the 1 up top, please. Sounds good to me. Take armor. How much are we taking? 20 damage, huh? Bite. Chomp, chomp. Yeah, so here's what we do. That's when I did this ping off, right? Because this man was huge. I ping off the back. Cool. Now, Overgorger chomps out the front fellow. I play Welder Helper. I'm in this for sure, I think. And then just don't do anything too crazy here. Yeah, this is fine. And then Overgorger up top will chomp it out. Yeah, cool. Works out. Oh, what do we have? What do we have? Chomp. Prince gets a slay. He doesn't die at least. That's good. I want to take all 3 Shade Splitters here for sure. I think it is correct to do the important work, but I'm very concerned about this back man now. I should actually ping all its damage shield off. This changes nothing, though. Yeah, it doesn't change a thing. And then we will ping all of its damage shield off. Gross. I don't solve it at all. Or wait, I do, maybe. I do. Hold up. It's Morsel. Terrain Steward? And then I perils the Morsel? Alright. Fair enough. We don't lose our man at least. He takes 34. Which in an unbelievable turn of events. I do get 2 Ember back, so I will take Immortal Trade onto him, I think. It's fine. He doesn't benefit from it this turn, but it helps him on Harpy if we go that far, and I'll double ping out. I'll actually take out Welder Helper there, yeah. Oh, well, we stopped 34 damage to the Pyre. Good lord. We come close to winning. I could win on this floor, but I don't want to is the point. Yeah, I do not want to. I need Welder Helper, so he doesn't die in one round. We Perils Welder Helper and then kill it. And I'm going to look for a better morsel, I think. Nah, it's fine. Take this here. I could, I mean, I realistically could get a lot of value out of this 3 damage shield here. It's not actually that much, right? It's weird how the numbers work out here, huh? Just the thresholds of rage and such. We'll be fine here, for sure. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, cool. And even better, I get the big chomp, which is what I want. Yeah. Big chomp. Great news. Yeah, and it doesn't kill it in one round. Cool. Bite. Chomp, and then bite. Good news. Cool. Okay, we got through it without taking any damage. It's fine. Everything is fine. I think Reinforce is overkill. Well, it's actually really good. Especially, it gives me another target for this Impish Scholar. I'll take Reinforce. This is correct. Engine upgrade? Shroud Mitosis is actually better, right? Yeah, sure, fine. Okay, we go left. Show me something good. Like a holdover. Like a holdover. Okay, so holdover opens up everything here. Ooh, they're tempting me, aren't they? Ooh, we're gonna have to think. Remove these 2 train stewards. They are abysmal. Okay. Alright, so hold up. We have holdover Perils of Production, which is incredible. It is Ember. It is rage scaling. It suddenly makes Horned Warrior good. Yeah, it suddenly makes Horned Warrior good. I can put a -1 into Reinforce here. I don't mind spending 1 Ember for Void Binding, which was the reason I took it, was this holdover potentially. I avoid Surge Stone here. The alternative is they give me the +30 holdover vent, which, oh, I'm gonna be real, is really good. It's really good. What's our buddy up to, by the way? 184 in that one combat? I think duping there was super correct, by the way. Just a 115 punch is really good. Just really good here. If I can get one of them up to 290, that's the number you want, really. I think it's got to be Perils of Production, right? I'm worried about Rage. I skipped a spell chain for this, didn't I? I did. I think it's got to be Perils of Production. If I'm, like, I mean, there's so many good hits here, right? Holdover Shroud Mitosis is just eat a million things a turn. Holdover +30 Vent is a really good solution to literally everything. Holdover Perils of Production is energy solved plus rage scaling, which helps my floor a metric ton. I think it's got to be Perils of Production. I'm going to lock this in, I think. Yeah, there are so many good hits here. I want Reinforce to cost 1 Ember. Yeah. And I need to avoid Magic Power and Consumes. I might go really high on shards and it might be okay. I think it is Impish Scholar into Welder Helper, by the way. It's really strong here. That's a lot of shards, huh? We're gonna go really high. Am I that strong? Maybe I only do 1 more dupe here and go to the Merchant of Magic for another shot at holdover. I should take this +30 while it's here. 105. Okay, 105 into Rage Arcus is a level of disrespect that is somewhat concerning. But I think it's going to be fine. I'm going to remove a vent. I don't need the second vent for anything. Right, yeah. I will re-roll this. Not for anything in particular. Remove Consume? It's interesting, huh? Could remove Consume to reinforce. It's kind of interesting. I'm going to -1 it down to 1 Ember. Though I think that is better. Bring it back every turn. The +10 is not terrible. I'm going to remove this other vent because I can't kill my own imp with it, basically. A +10 is not bad. It does something. It kills a 9/2 here. You know what? For 25 gold, sure. We'll remove that second vent now. The bad one? Yeah, cool. Okay. Alright, we are looking significantly stronger. I need to not take shards for a while. I think we're going to be fine here because of Tiny Overgorger Mark II. Oh, that's actually really bad. Seeing them both on turn 1. How do I approach this now? I need to play the 184 behind Prince. This is going to eat into my scaling so badly. I could actually put it in front? What? Put it in front? I can't fix that once I do that, though, is the thing. I would very much like for this man to just chomp this fellow, huh? Yeah, I would like because the 184 perfectly kills this Clipped Guardian. And then the backline is fully opened up. The 115, and then 2 hits, so that's Rage, it's 4 damage, so that's 19, it's 38. We don't get it. It's 38 plus 115, which is, you know, like 143 or something like that. He doesn't kill this. And then it messes me up and I take 9 damage from it. But I also would really like to be scaling the 184, so the eventual dupe is stronger. Because I'm going to 120 on this run and you can't stop me. I have to dupe Overgorger one more time. It might be better, though, if I see Horned Warrior. I will see Horned Warrior next turn, huh? Problem is, if I don't play one of these, I can't play them both here. This is really a gross draw order. I need to accommodate for this draw order on the Divinity, I think. It's truly bad. Alright, I think what we have to do here is play Prince bottom. Right? No. Let's see, what's Horned Warrior looking like? 50? I do what, I said what was that, 143? That does kill this guy, and Prince doesn't die? Well, he might, if I don't see it. I mean, I'll always have a chump blocker. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm going to... I need to be feeding this thing, though. Alright, I think we need to do it this way. I need to be being perspective about this. So it's going to be morsel up top, feed the big one, take another morsel. Ooh, this damage shield is really good on Prince, actually. No, I'll put it up top, it's fine. This is risky. Not a humongous fan of this approach, by the way. Crack packed morsels. I do get to play Horned Warrior here. We do get a ton of morsels on this turn. I will take damage shield, magma. Or actually HP is going to matter more here, right? Yeah. Well, no, I'll take the damage, actually. This is 4. I create 4 copies, so it'll be damage shield here, I'm pretty confident. Can take Yeah. Yeah, that fills up the floor. I can actually just ping this dude, right? And it's just totally fine. I didn't really count on seeing the torch, I suppose. But sure. I'll take the Ember for next turn, I think. Yeah, sure. Here, have some HP, buddy. It's fine. Big chomps. I like big chomps. Alright, what are we looking at? He dies. Great news. I do want to play Vent on this floor. It's a terrible looming Dark Shard, huh? Yeah, that's just tough, right? I need to play Vent at 0. Always going to lose this important work here. Okay. Yeah, look at this. 12 damage, torch, immediate value. I'll do that. Yes. I could consume the reinforce here. Weird. That does make it okay to bring back with this Impish Scholar thing, though. Weird. I think I actually play this on an enemy here. Yeah, weird. To get it in the pile so that I can later bring it back. And now I want to... Void Binding. What am I drawing into? I have a really good chance of seeing this Perils of Production next turn, or at least one of them. It's really, really strong putting this into our friend up here. I'm gonna do that, actually. Yep, I'm gonna do it. Now I play the Vent. And he lives. And we get our important work, gets chomped out a little bit. Yeah, never miss. Never ever miss in my life. Game is easy. Oh, and the sweeper exists? Yo, game is easy. Who do I scale here with this rage? It's kind of an interesting question. I think right now I'm going to put it into the fellow up top. Well, actually, the damage in the back is pretty... Damage in front, actually. Guy in back dies to the next sweeper. Unless I hit the... Yeah. Okay. Which lets me do Morsel. I can now grab a whole bunch of lifesteal morsels here. Very good. May as well play the Reinforce here. Sure. This is kind of where I'm hoping this looks like a little bit. Ah, incant up top, eh? Which means I put this into Prince. Prince. I play Impish Scholar Friend. I crack the Packed Morsels. I play Damage Shield, HP. I give them more HP to Prince. Sure. I give Horned Warrior lifesteal so he doesn't die, and then I play Shroud Mitosis on Damage Shield into the top. Cool. It's a lot. I mean, we win Relentless for sure. The question is now, is there a world I win now? Because I am taking another 24 damage here. Tragically. This wave was the tough wave. Oh, wait, we have the other Overgorger. Hold up. You thought we were losing? But we are not. Hold up, what is this? That is Harvest. Okay. I'll put it into this fellow. You thought we were losing. But in fact, we are not. Thank you, second Overgorger. You are a pal. It's really strong. Important to work this, but it gives me a curse I don't want. Is it really strong? I don't actually know. Let's just take the Shade Splitter. I think it's fine. Cool. Excellent job, second Overgorger. You did your work. You did it. Great job. Good job. We've done it. Wait, Eat. I play Weight of Contrition. I take this. I take the Morsel Miner. I now play that onto the Morsel Miner, for sure. Realize I don't kill my man, but it's okay. It's just fine. Give him some damage shield for the road. Incant. So we send the morsel. Cool. Cool, I think we're actually getting there, which is fun. I don't want this mid floor to win, so we're gonna put it all on top floor now. Sure, buds. Let's get it. I realize I didn't order that correctly, but I also don't really care that much. I'll take Shade Splitters here. I have all the morsels I need to fill this out. Yeah, cool. Yeah, this does not win. It does fine, right? We'll call it fine. Sure, bud. Get in there. I can fit one more morsel. Let's look for a better one. We don't see one. Yeah, 4, add 3 copies, nice and full, great job, we've done it, crack the damage shield, fine. Alright, we super win on top, I'm not worried about it. It's a good finishing turn. It's a very good finishing turn. Let's look at the Shade Splitter. Doesn't really matter what it is, I just want him to eat. Okay, we navigated this. We navigated this. Alright, great job. I can take Furnace Tap. That's exceptional. I was talking about this earlier. I wanted both those cards. I think the Shroud Mitosis has paid out, but with 304 attack, yeah, give me Furnace Tap right now. I now want to dupe that. Just go to the left and dupe it immediately. Where's the last dupe? Okay, yeah, actually, that's really strong, right? Ember is pointless. I have Ember Drain, so I just take Draw? Or Space? Let's think. I have 6 space on middle. What am I doing? I'm probably feeding an Overgorger on top floor if I see some means of keeping it alive, maybe? Or keeping the morsels alive, I suppose. I haven't yet. He's doing big numbers. This is a very large Overgorger. He's currently at the point where duping him is a big solution to the Divinity. And Furnace Tap, I think, wins us the game from this position. Because I also have the Impish Scholar that just brings it back. So we're in a really good position for future combats. Yeah, I feel pretty comfortable with that. I could reasonably just play Furnace Tap 3 times into Overgorger up top and clear all 3 of the remaining combats. Yeah, actually, pretty interesting about that. Okay, so that's good to know. In that case, I really want to see another Spell Chain now. I would go higher on shards for that. This dupe is really high value, just straight dupe Furnace Tap now. Huh. There comes a point later in the game where I'm not going to be playing the Packed Morsels because the Overgorgers will be behind the Prince. Right, and I'm going to remove Horned Warrior once we get to that point, so it's just Overgorgers. Maybe there's an intrinsic Perils of Production consideration. 3 Ember is not enough, though, I don't think. If I just remove enough cards, it doesn't matter as much. Never Ember here because I'm going to have Ember Drain and just lose it all, so who cares. It does solve the double Overgorger turn 1 draw, though, which is a little bit concerning. It's quite a bit concerning, actually. Huh. It's actually a fair bit concerning. I should probably take Ember. What does my floor look like? Prince is 2. Imp is 1, and then I can fit 3 Overgorgers behind him. Or 2 Overgorgers behind him. So space is valuable because it lets me fit the 3rd one on. And I can just put the crappy Overgorger in back so that it hits, you know, one of like a Shade Wings or something. Because it does 115. That's enough. It's fine. This is an unorthodox dupe, I think, but was incredibly valuable. Wow. Truly excellent. Let's see, so the dream hits here are a holdover on this magic shop. And I dupe Furnace Tap here, just straight. Is that good? No, it's not really good. I would rather just bring it back, right? I'm not going to be playing Packed Morsels on Seraph or... Well, I might play it on Seraph, but not on the Divinity. I'm just not going to play it. It'll be Reinforced if I need survivability, or Furnace Tap if I need to kill things. So that's good. Okay, fair enough. I don't think it's duping next floor then, because duping it at 2 cost is a problem. I have to pay 1 for the Imp, and then I have to pay 2 for Furnace Tap, and then what else am I playing? Nothing? It's my whole turn. So that's bad. And with that being bad, I can take some -1s, some removals will be good. Yeah, some removals will be good. Okay. Some removals are solid. -1s are also helpful. I could make Furnace Tap free. And then the only concern that I really need Ember for is if I draw multiple Overgorgers on turn 1, basically. So really, I really want to just hit my Barrels of Production and my cards faster, hit my Imp quicker. I think it's double draw. Yeah, and I can toss Immortal Trade up top. Because I'm removing Horned Warrior. Nah, maybe not yet, but I will be. For sure, yeah. And also morsels kind of lose value after a while too. I don't need them. Shade Splitters are pretty low impact. I have the Abandoned Antumbra. They might actually go first so that I can actually ping my Welter Helper off. This is a really tough decision. Probably the hardest decision of the run actually, because what am I actually wanting here? Space lets me play my 3rd Overgorger behind Prince. You get Prince, 3 Overgorgers, and the Imp. Really strong. I think it's space, because then I can actually functionally use all 3 Overgorgers in the upcoming combats. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Yeah, because it's Tiny Gorger, Tiny Gorger, Tiny Gorger, Prince for 2, so that's 5, and then the Imp gets played every turn. Yeah, okay, we'll lock that in. Space is good. Alright, we'll go to the right, because again, duping Naked Furnace Tap is bad here. Also, I like Pyre Health. What you got? -2. Really good into Furnace Tap, actually. Really good into Furnace Tap with a Permafrost. That's excellent, because it means I can bring it back. Ooh, that's really good. Okay. Alright. Think about this. Dark Forge, this is an easy one. I'm going to take this first. I only need 2 hits. I want the extra armor here and the HP. Yeah, for sure. He's not getting my multi-strikes or my rage anymore. It's fine. I'm putting that into whatever the hell thing gets my Furnace Taps. Yeah, Wrathful, fine. He just needs to not die. Okay, so here's the deal. I might go ridiculously high on shards here because I think I get so much value out of it. It's pretty crazy. Yeah, -2 here, very good. Frozen here, extremely good. Yeah. This means I draw it at any point. I just hold it until such point that it's good to go. I can pull it back with my Imp, no problem. Yeah, excellent news. Okay, this -1 now goes into Shroud Mitosis, probably Void Binding, actually. Make it 0. I reroll here. No holdover on this shop. Oh my god, double stack Void Binding is actually here. Wow, that's really good, huh? I'll have to think. I need to have 200 gold for this magic shop. That's my bare minimum. What is this? 115? That's 30. I get 100 here. I'd have to make sure I ping the collector. Huh. Okay. Removals. I think it's actually just Shade Splitters. Well, no, it's one torch for sure. Yeah, and then a Shade Splitter. The Shade Splitters are going to fall off a cliff here pretty quickly. I don't... like, one combat remains where they're functional. Horned Warrior is also falling off a cliff, actually. Do I remove you now? He's a bad draw. Yeah, I actually think Horned Warrior's time to go is now. Okay, fair enough. Alright, so I have to either take the trial here and be confident enough to take the trial. Am I confident enough to take the trial? Probably not. Probably not. 120 shards right here, by the way. That's a problem. This stabilizes very quickly once I hit the Furnace Tap enough times. But that requires I draw my deck, which is 4 turns. So I'm not feeling good about that. I think the double stack is ambitious. If I draft a double stack next combat... yeah, I actually think I saved my money here. If I see a double stack in this magic shop, I'll take it on Void Binding then. But for now, I need to make sure I can walk into that and re-roll it. So, alright, let's go. This is fine. No more shards. Heavens no, it's just a purge anyway. Alright, cool. What is it? Mark of Invasion. This is what? I always see an Overgorger on turn 1, which means I'm taking... oh man, this is tough. This is the Winged Horde too. So this is the worst combat. I think taking this is stupid. Lock it in. There's no reason to set myself this far behind. Yeah, I mean, with this draw order, we had it. Yeah, with this draw order, we super had it. Wow, wow, okay, well, fair. Okay, order matters. What am I playing this turn? I have the perils, actually. We're fine. So it's... let's see. I would like Prince to ping these out. How much damage is this? 45, 55? Okay, so he's dead. But we have the Welder Helper. So he's not dead. Okay, yeah. So here's what we do. We play Umbra up top. We play Overgorger up top. This is the big one. Good. Or, you know what I mean. Not actually the big one, but fine. We play Welder Helper. I give Welder Helper... no. I give it to... no, actually, I do want Ember next turn. Like, more than... let's see, more than 3. It's the same either way, right? 2 Ember Drain means I get 1 Ember next turn, and then I get 3. So I may as well take damage here. Yeah, okay, fine. Fine. We ping out Imp. I Shroud Mitosis Morsel. Okay. Alright, we get that now. Welder Helper comes in. He lives now. Yeah, this is what, 55? He's taking, yeah, exact lethal here. That's, yeah, that's funny. That's 55 incoming. Now, if he kills them, he does die. Is it better to put it in front? How much life does that thing have? 25? He takes 25 here, and then 30, and 35, 45. Interesting. I think we put him in front. Cool. Rage here. Morsel up top. You need to play this Overgorger friend. Cool. He chomps as well, which is nice. Oh yeah, he only takes 20 because he's getting slays on 2 of them and then taking those hits. Let's see, what's the plan? We already killed the Welder Helper, so I'll take another morsel here. And now the real question is, do I It's probably bottom floor because they're in the back. Yeah. Clear out that bottom floor. We're handling this floor already because the top floor will absolutely clap the Gilded Wing. I really hate Overgorger runs. And I know this is kind of a weird thing to say, but I really hate them. Because look at how weird this has to be, right? Look at how strange this is that I have to do this. It's just so bizarre. Yeah, it's just really bizarre to me. I mean, that turn played itself, but the fact that I'm doing all of this nonsense with Overgorger, tiny Overgorger at that, it's just weird. All right, this is again ping. He gets 2 slays, 290, 340. All right, we're fine. I should now start preparing with this Void Binding up top. Yeah, I'll still keep putting the Rage into Prince because he's using it pretty well. It's actually better to put the Imp in front, huh? Sure is. Realize I could have played Reinforce here, huh? That's okay, I'll play it now. Void Binding up top, take that damage shield. More damage shield, cool, okay. I think this is fine. I don't really care about Prince's HP or whatever here. I don't want him to win, actually. It would actually be preferable for him to not win. Kind of odd, but yeah. In which case, I will not play Reinforce. He already has enough HP. I don't want him to win this combat. So we let this chill, and I ping out my Imp. Sure. Cool. Fine. Alright, we see Yawn Furnace Tap, which cleans this up in a massive way. Yeah, we just see another Furnace Tap here. I mean, we win. Once you draw Furnace Tap with that line, you're cruising. And the Prince is now doing something as well, so we're good. I'm not worried here. Alright, hopefully Prince dies here. Oh, he will. Yeah, I'm not giving him any value. Cool. Yeah, he's extremely dead. Which is excellent news, which means I now feed morsels up top. Perfect number. We'll take... it does not matter here. I have some HP. Big chomping. Alright, I feel pretty confident in this run at this point, is where I'm at. Yeah, with this much... Yeah, okay, cool. He actually super dies, which is great news. He just gets slapped in one hit. Cool. That's excellent. I know that's kind of a bad thing to say, right? Like, oh no, it's whatever, but I think it's super correct for this to happen. Because, I mean, we're doing 1,200 and we have 5 damage shield up top. We're super fine. Yeah. Yeah. We're absolutely cruising up top. Here, have an immortal trade, bud. Cool. Yeah, we're fine. He wins. Absolutely. Yeah, so here's the play. We take Perils here. I play Impish Friend. Excellent news. I kill the man. I now play Packed Morsels, giving him more HP. I think he doesn't actually eat these because he's too strong. Great. You know what? He's too strong. Here, have another multi-strike. It's fine. Alright, get out of here, bud. Okay, alright. I think we're doing it. Turns out Furnace Tap is a good card. One Horn's Tome, however, don't click this. We're not going to click this, for sure. Another Impish Scholar's not bad, but I need my deck to be thin. I already have it baked into with Endless, so we skip this. Let's see, Engine Upgrade Grovel's a little late. Prism Retrieval is bad. I want to avoid consume cards that clog my pool. If it's ultimately just Furnace Tap, Reinforce, and the packed morsels, then we're in good shape. I can kind of cultivate that pretty well. And we avoid engine upgrade. It does nothing here. Okay. All right, we're fine. We go right. Yep. Show me a holdover and this run feels better. -1. Okay, no holdover. It's a remove consume. Not great. Huh. Improved firebox helps. Railhammer kind of helps. The collection of tails kind of helps. I need to re-roll the magic shot before anything else. And if I'm spending 60 here, that takes me to 255. Which means I could get Railhammer or Firebox here. It's never collection of tails. It's not worth it. So these -1s don't really add a lot of value, in my opinion. I could -1 a torch, I guess, but I want to open up maybe buying Railhammer if I miss everything here. Yeah, okay, we miss everything. What's in this temple now? No spell chain. Okay. Intrinsic, though. Intrinsic holdover perils of production. That is a solution to a problem. Having that on lock is good. Only problem is it's actually not that good, right? Because then that reduces my card draw. And this perils of production is not... Is it critical? It's helpful early on. It fixes the problem of drawing all 3 Overgorgers on one turn. Dupe Overgorger, by the way. 385. That seems pretty solid to me. Yeah, that's worth it. That is a lad. Okay, cool. Alright. What's this +30 doing? Intrinsic is... I think it's going to be intrinsic on something here. Removals. Thin my deck down. Yes, I think that is correct, for sure. Now, if I intrinsic the perils of production, then I can double stack the void binding, and I'm never going to be out of Ember, and that double stack is really strong. I did, of course, miss the holdover a second time, but I think my decision is going to be correct because the Furnace Tap is not playable on repeat without perils of production, and so that's just a fact. The 2 cards I remove here are almost certainly Shade Splitter, double Shade Splitter probably. The torches are good because my imp has to die, and that's actually not happening otherwise. There's not many ways I'm doing that, right? So yeah, it's going to be 2 Shade Splitters here. I'm at the point where I no longer really care about feeding my man. I just need to win, and we've gotten the numbers. I just need to hit the cards and kill Seraph, and it's fine. Yes. Hit the cards, kill Seraph, it's fine. Theoretically, if Prince dies, I also don't really care. I could stack armor on an Overgorger and then just reinforce him to win a combat. Build your own tank. Let's see, Railhammer is okay. It's only 4 on Welder Helper. Helps Prince a little, I guess. I don't really care about him that much. He will eventually kill something, but whatever. It might be better to take 2 removals instead and just get my deck even further closer to parity. That would be what? 120, 190, 210? 210 means I could buy the Emberstone? I get rid of the, what, the Shroud Mitoses? No, Shroud Mitoses is objectively better than Shade Splitter because of Abandoned Antumbra. That is 3 chump blockers instead of 1. It's just superior. I think 2 removals is stronger. It's a really good damage shield 4, huh? What's this thing up here with a +30? I go to +30 and a torch here. Go to 150. Maybe we just see blank pages and it saves my life on the Divinity if I leak anything. Because the early turns look scary. It's what? Sap Seraph? I'm not terribly worried if I have all of my Overgorgers in play. I think I do need Intrinsic on this Perils of Production. I'm going to lock that in. I have 3 2-cost units. I have to be able to play them if I draw them on turn 1 together. Yeah, for sure. That's a good Intrinsic here. Okay. And this plus 30, I mean, at this point, what's the difference between 145 and 160? I mean, it's a multi-strike on Seraph, but I'm going to have a unit that's doing quick 5,000, 2,000 damage or something, so I don't really care. I'll take the torch up to plus 30 here. This now kills something. Okay, 160 is scary. It's a big number, but I actually think I get more value out of this. I think I'm going to do double removals. Get me closer to my cards faster. Shade Splitters, get out of here. One Shade Splitter, get out of here. Let me think about the other one now. Torch is really important, as it turns out. What's my worst card, though? Is it Torch? Yeah, I don't think it is. I have 3 cards that kill my imp in 24. What's my redraw looking like? We've got 1, 2, kind of 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 cards on redraw. So 3 turns to draw through everything. I think I should take a removal. It's going to be more valuable than... Is it more valuable than this double stack? This is a real tough one because drawing the Void Binding early, humongous value on our friend. Absolutely huge value. We have low, we're very brittle if I draw poorly. We do have Quick to help though. Quick is very helpful. There are a lot of cards that solve this early. The Furnace Tap, the Void Binding, turn 2 I'm already killing 3 enemies. I think I'm going to remove. I think I'm going to lock this in. I think the removal is more valuable, and I will kick the Packed Morsels here. Well, yes and no. I don't want to play this, but bringing it back is not the end of the world. Is it? Actually, I think I do kick the Packed Morsels. Huh? No, I want this early, actually. I can chump block with it. Yeah, okay, we'll kill Shade Splitter. If I just never play the Packed Morsels, it's fine. Yeah, okay, that's fine. We'll kick a Shade Splitter then. Alright, and then I get a -1. Into what? I'm going to put it into the plus 30 Torch because it's most likely the card I want to play of all of these. Yeah, sure. Okay. 160 shards on a run that I don't really feel that strongly about. This is a little disrespectful, but I think these shards represent an immense amount of value that will carry me. We are 160 out of 100. Alright, Seraph, let's send it. Cool. Yep, alright, buddy. What you got for me today? Don't be middle. That's good. With this draw order, I win. Cool. Very cool. We get Little Overgorger. I'll play an Imp of Umbra Morsel here. I will play Perils of Production. And I'm going to ping out a Shade Wings for sure. Cool. Yep, with this draw order, we are fine. I see, yep, Overgorger Friend. Here's Perils of Production. Here's Big Overgorger. Turns that around real quick. Here's Furnace Tap. Suddenly it looks really strong. Suddenly the prince is not even swinging anymore. In which case, I'm going to vent middle. Let's see. 379, kill, kill, kill. Yeah, we're fine. Yeah, okay, I'll vent middle then, because it means I swing into Seraph, which is good. I may as well take Rubble Morsel, Proud Mitosis here, and then do it. Cool, we at least puncture the damage shield, which I think matters here. Yeah, cool. Chomps, great news. Yeah, we're fine. We are fine. This run looks very good. What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. Play our other Overgorger friend. Looks super legit, actually. That's really funny. This actually looks incredible. This floor kills the Divinity right now. I think I underestimated myself, actually. I think I underestimated the value of this. Damage shield? Sure, why not? Yeah, actually, I think this is good. I haven't even hit my imp yet, and we're fine. Yeah, I can't ping my imp. Oh no. But it doesn't matter. Doing 500 in now. Void Binding on the Prince. Don't even play anything else. I don't want this packed morsels in the pool. Yeah, cool. That's, I mean, yeah, this is solving it. I do need to think lightly about Relentless, I suppose. Which means I will kill my imp. Do I? I'm doing 1,300 and 1,400 around. I need to think slightly about this, so I will put Reinforce in the pool. Yeah. And now let's ping those things, take some stats. I'll put this 32 into Seraph. Sure, why not? Yeah, okay, fine. He goes middle. I think we plug him for another like couple hundred here. Yeah, cool. All right. Perils. I do see a ping on this turn. Great news. I will... Let's see. I will actually kill it here. Yep. Perils of Production here. Morsel. I will play Reinforce. This amount of armor that I'm getting, if I see armor or if I see Furnace Tap, either one wins from this position. Because it means I get plenty of rounds into Seraph on Relentless. Yeah, cool. So here we go. I do this. I play Impish Scholar. This is one of the few turns where I can get multiple hits. Just play that multi-strike. Try my Imp again. Take a Reinforce. Yeah, we're winning. Sure, here, have some morsels, buddy. Yeah, okay, cool. We're getting there. Our floor is out of control, as they say. Yeah, out of control. Sure. May as well at least ping out bottom, I think. There's nothing I really care about too terribly much. I'll play this and this. Sure, here, have that fun. Then we'll kill this. We're fine. Chomp, 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 chomp. Super victory. He doesn't even get through it. Great job. End turn. Excellent job. He doesn't even get through. He doesn't do any damage to my armor. Great news. Okay. Seraph is down. Let's see. Maybe I get blank pages here at long last. Nope. No blank pages. One day. One day. Alright, moving on. We should clean house here based on how that went. Yep, we get Big Man on campus. Prince does not die, which is fortunate. This is actually a great... Oh, this is really bad, huh? Damage shield friends, huh? Yeah, same deal. Prince in action. Overgorger in play. I'm going to chump block with morsels here. I'm going to play the packed morsels out. Yeah, this is good. Agma, Lifesteal tank, and then I give him the other two for stats. I will Perils into this fellow here. Yeah, fine. Okay. This floor is scary. Yep, floor is potential problem. Bad draw order here. I could stop 6 coming in. How much are we taking? We're taking 6, 12, 32, and then 54. Where he hits 10 HP. Okay. These early draws are the important ones. Prince gets the Perils. Overgorger in play. Kills one enemy. Now, I could tank with the morsels. It's risky, though, because these guys will do a ton of pyre damage to me. But I think once we get Furnace Tap in play, we stabilize. Next turn I see, what, 325, 325, 115 kills the Shade Wings, so we stabilize on this next floor. If I leak these dudes, they do a lot, but it's not death. So I will sack Pyre Health here. That is perfectly fine by me. And I'm going to actually put the torch into the Wilt Wings here, because if I can ping that out with anything, it's good. Yeah, this is going to represent 2 damage shield on these Apprentice of Light, so they're each going to do 12 and then another 12. So they represent, wow, that's 24, 48 damage right now. Yeah. Alright, we've stabilized. Cool. Alright, we put this fellow in. Furnace Tap in action. I can actually ping off the damage shields, or I can take out the Wilt Wings. I don't really think I have a choice, though. It's going to be... I get 3 Ember on this turn, so we're just going to have to let that happen, as long as it doesn't kill me. Which I guess I should check. Let's play the Furnace Tap first, because that cleans up the entire floor here. What is this? He represents 12. Okay, I'm taking 12. 100 life. He represents 24. That's 36. Okay. And he represents 30. That's 66 damage. But at this rate, it is the only thing I'm leaking. Yeah, sure is. This is what? Swing, swing. Okay, yeah, I think I need to do this. And then I imp in. Excellent. And truly, I should play the Furnace Tap right away. Chomp, chomp, chomp. Chomp, chomp. Fine. And I play the morsel in front here. Takes 11 for me. Or not 11. Oh no, it takes the 5 from the Cliff Shaman. Okay, fine. And this doesn't kill me. It's fine. We let it go. And this is stable. Yeah, that's a lot of damage, don't get me wrong. But we have stabilized here. Yeah, we chomped through this entire Harvest Wave, which is pretty unbelievable, actually. Let's see, I can actually do one better here by pinging the... Yeah, this is good. I can ping spikes, and then this vent kills 2 and opens up this floor a lot. And I know that means the Welder Helper doesn't come back. Fine, 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 but it's worth it. Yep, I'll take Ember here, and I will do the vent. For certain. We obviously kill the mini-bosses. Alright, yeah, we're stabilized. I took 66 damage there, as predicted. Alright, we get our lad the important work here, so everything is fine. Stabilize our friend. Give me my imp back. Cool, now... What do we have? It's Furnace Tap, Packed Morsels. Furnace Tap's obviously really good. I think we already cleared a whole wave. It's what? 405, 405, 405. Yeah, we're fine. So I actually want the Reinforce, but I need to play it while there's armor on him. So here's the plan. Alright, yeah, we leave Packed Morsels out now. It has done its job. This will tank for me. And I will play Reinforce to start this moving. And I'm going to give him Lifesteal, because my Ember Drain doesn't matter, and I may as well give him 2 HP. Sure, bud. Let's do it. Alright, we're stable. We're super stable here. It's just a matter of not doing stupid stuff. And keeping our dude from taking random damage, basically. That's a lot of damage into the boss. Now, the only question I have to ask is 409, 409, 409, 385, 115. I mean, that is enough hits to clear this next wave. So if that means if I vent middle, I take an extra 1,000 into the boss, yeah. Which is worth it. Because my Relentless does not look particularly good here. I'm just gonna be real with ya. Give me Imp return. Furnace Tap? Sure. We will play another Furnace Tap. Ping out the Imp. Tank with a Morsel Jeweler. Let's do it. Yeah, the spikes are annoying here for sure. I'll play the next Immortal trait I see. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, it looks bad, but we're okay. Thank you. Thank you, friend, who has the damage shield. You have saved a life. Let's spread out our Furnace Taps a little bit. Let's see, 12 damage. I want to ping out the Imp, for sure. Tank with the morsels. Sure, cool. Doing a casual 1,400 to the boss here. We should clean it up here, I think. Almost. It's not going to be a pre-relentless, it looks like. Let's see. Imp comes out. Reinforce is good. Morsel in front. Play the shard. Base tank with morsel. Cool. Cool. And we get it. No one dies. No one dies. An enemy does not even swing. Alright, 76 in the bag. Alright, Overgorger. You did your thing. Alright, let's get out of here. Good job, buds. Cool. Chomp, 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 chomp. Great job. 66 damage taken. First wave, scariest wave. Alright, 76 though. That's always fun. And it starts us off strong with a W. It would feel pretty bad if I started this run, this 25 win series off, where I'm hopefully going to 100 and just lost on the first one because of Overgorger. But we get there. Always fun. 76. Back it out. Let's go to the run summary. Alright, so what did I do here? I think the thing is you didn't see any rage in your first two combats. This was a solid mid-roll. I actually think the minor refraction was not a high roll. I think it was a necessary hit. You're always going to see something good, right? I mean, that could have been, what, Dante or something. If I had gone holdover Perils of Production, I could have realistically stacked Rage into a Dante or something. Maybe I see Hef, I don't know. You know, there's a lot of things that it could have been. So, okay. In this case, we saw minor refraction, and that meant we pivoted away from the strategies with Hellhorned into a triple Overgorger line. Now, I went to 160 shards here, and this is one of those interesting cases where I think I actually lose if I don't go this high, because I took an early dupe on Overgorger just to smooth out my mid-game, which let me do the Ancient Hate on Ring 5 and let me cleanly defeat Arcus. Because it meant that one dude was popping the front heavy, one dude was popping the back heavy while it was eating a lot of food. The Impish Scholar turnaround was incredible. Honestly, I started with just bringing back Packed Morsels, it becoming the Reinforce return with the Furnace Tap return was legendary. Our end turns looked great. We were doing so many hits, really big numbers, excellent numbers of multi-strike, just excellent. And Prince, he existed. He was just kind of a front line. It could have been anything. Honestly, he has about as much life as an Overgorger at this point. So truly, I don't think it had to be him. I could have just gotten rid of him and taken Railbeater. You could have Railbeater in this slot. But the problem is I can't card remove Hornbreaker Prince. I have to keep him in my run because those are the rules of the game. So we just solve the problems we're shown the way we need to. Welder Helper, legendary. I always have some kind of a pick of Welder Helper when shown. Impish Scholar start, very nice. Let me do some fun stuff. And hey, Perils of Production holds out for me. We had so many good hits with that holdover. I could have held over Vent, I could have held over Perils, I could have held over Shroud Mitosis. Just so many good things. And truly, I think that this was the right pick. There's so many things it could have been. I took a Perspective Void Binding just because the Perils of Production was in my deck. I did not even have holdover yet. I think you realistically, by the way, could have taken an earlier Magic Shop, maybe, and seen an earlier holdover on the Vent or something. We did skip 2 Magic Shops. So, there's that. Now, granted, they could have been duds. And also, taking the first Steel Shop was necessary to even see Overgorger, which changed the landscape of my run because I had the Abandoned Umbra, and that gave me a line. So, yeah, fair enough. This is a perfect using Overgorger run as well, because it did just fine. It did well. It did a good job. And truly, I think it required a lot of work. It required a lot of good hits, but if you remember our run, we didn't see any of the answers to how do I feed a unit on top floor. We saw none of them. So if we had gone another Umbra line, we would have lost this run hardcore. The only reason Overgorger works here is because one, it was tiny, and 2, I could put it behind something on mid-floor. I was not even feeding it morsels in the last 2 combats because it didn't matter. It already had the attack stat that won. I just had to set it up. So really interesting, I think. Really interesting that the only reason Overgorger was really good here is because I did not have to feed it morsels. Hilarious. I think Alloyed Construct would have lost here handily. And this is another perfect example of why I suggest to dodge Umbra lines when possible. Looking at that Umbra banner, what could it have been that I would have taken otherwise? Morsel Mage, sure. Same solutions, right? It solves the problem of being able to eat morsels. I just stick it behind Prince, feed it a bunch of stuff, cool. And great, so it kind of solves that problem too. But what, Alloyed Construct loses, any of the Crucible Warden Collector friends lose, Shadow Eater loses on this run really badly. What else is there that loses on this run? Morsel Master loses. It's basically Morsel Maker. Morsel Maker into Horned Warrior would have been pretty good. I think if I'd seen Horned Warrior with a multi-strike and a plus 25, and yeah, so like a Horned Warrior tiny with Morsel Maker infused behind Prince. Slow, but I think that gets there too. Yeah, slow, but it gets there. Yeah, that would have been fine. I think that would have been the only other line. And in that case, the only reason I could even look at the Umbra banner was because I had the Horned Warrior. That's it. That's the only reason. If I didn't have that, I would have had to go left because I could have potentially just lost the run on that right path on ring 2. So yeah, really difficult run actually. A lot of navigation required. Umbra runs almost always do because their units are abysmal. A lot of streaks are lost because you're forced to play into Umbra somehow and you do it incorrectly. I think the most interesting thing about this run is I had to take shards to stay alive. This 160, this is not because I felt powerful. This 160 is because they were required shards to win. Everything here mattered. I think realistically I could have gone in with 145. Sure, I didn't need the plus 30 torch. I just didn't. The reason I took the plus 30 torch is because there was then a 40% chance I see one of the end relics, blank pages, or the Shard of Divinity. And I took 66 damage in the Divinity combat. So, Shard of Divinity would have been excellent. I would have loved to have seen 100 Pyre Armor. And Blank Pages would have done stuff too, because all it would have done is it would have shown me like Sentient, right? And then if I had Sentient in front of Overgorgers, it's like it's over. You can see so many silly things that just clear waves. They show me Strangler, Windleton. I just throw them bottom floor, lock everything up, and then just destroy the Divinity pre-relentless. There's just... Blank Pages is weird, but it's always correct. If you see it, take it. You're probably seeing some game-shifting win con out of it. Because, You know, most champion paths when they're maxed and free are pretty good. But yeah, that's enough about this run. I think I've seen enough of this monster train here for the day. So I will call it here. We are 76 win streak, excellent. 32 on the series, also excellent. And yeah, all right. So hey, thanks a lot for watching this. I really appreciate your time. You know, as always, you can give the video a like or a dislike if you want. You can subscribe to the channel if you want to see more, and stay tuned for what's next. Take care, folks.